So I finally got my delivery. I used DHL. I'm covering my address. Don't ever use DHS because they fucking, or DHL, sorry, they fucking suck. Not, maybe not the customer service, but just like, I mean, I ordered this fucking thing on the 16th. It's the 30th. It said it was going to get here between the 23rd and the 27th. It also said it was being shipped from the UK, and I find out that it was actually being shipped from Pakistan. So I don't. That's probably why the whole 23rd thing was in there in the first place. So if they had told me that it was shipping from Pakistan, I would have been like, okay, then it makes sense because the 29th or the 30th makes more sense. But they completely got wrong the delivery date, and then they kept having my package on hold like 6 times, and now it's finally here. The big gold belt is in here, and we're gonna open it. Just hold on one fucking second because I suck at everything. Alright, it's open. Now watch as I struggle like an idiot. Ugh, shit. That's a weird way to package it. Alright. That's cool. It's cool. Look at those side plates, man. Look at those fucking side plates. Alright. Yeah, so it's just about as thin as everybody's. 2 millimeters really isn't that bad. Alright, so this is the before we unravel it, you should already tell it's the big gold, but this is actually the replica of the 3D JMAR version of the big gold. Now, if you don't know anything about the big gold, there was, of course, the original one that they used in NWA, and, you know, there's probably a dozen of those that were used from, you know, the 80s to the 90s, and then the last one, before the World Heavyweight Championship was introduced, was the big gold that was used, that was the WCW Championship. When Eric Bischoff introduced the World Championship to Triple H, that was the same title that they had used the year prior in the WWF, the WCW Championship. They would eventually replace that title with a new title that had the WWE Scratch logo on the top. This one was created by JMAR. It was a 3D engraved big gold with a curve, very big curve. I think this actually has a curve in it as well. The title also would then later on be replaced by for a very brief time, by the Dave Milliken Midwestern belt, which was a nugget textured belt that Randy Orton walked around with in 2011 during his short reign when he was battling Christian for the World Championship. Yeah, and they also used it briefly for house shows and stuff like that. But then that title would be replaced by the red backing version of the big gold. That, I mean, it's not a bad-looking version of the belt. It's just, I don't know, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it. And then they would also replace that version of the big gold with, I believe, one that was like a hybrid of that and like made by, it was like a hybrid of that one and like the Dave Milliken version, I believe. I know that Dave Milliken made the last version of the big gold, I believe. I could be wrong because I'm a fucking idiot. But either way, that championship was the one that Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan held, that when they were the WWE World Heavyweight Champion in 2014. Not the best looking version of the big gold, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this, the JMAR version. This title's probably, this version of the belt has been held by the likes of The Undertaker, Triple H, I was going to say Shawn Michaels, but that was actually the old one. The Undertaker, Triple H, Edge, Batista, Rey Mysterio, Booker T, Chris Jericho, John Cena, you know, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk. who's also a jackass, by the way. CM Punk is a big fucking jackass. So we're gonna get this belt unlocked. I thought they were gonna put it in like a cool little case, but they don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about me. Alright, this was not the best time to start holding a phone before the package is even fucking... Oh, shit. Hey, you see me? I'm fucking ugly. I'm not letting you see this belt before I do, so... They are lying. This is not the belt I ordered. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? I mean, it's a good looking belt. It's definitely a good looking belt. It doesn't have the WWE scratch logo like they said. So that's a fucking lie right there. I asked them to see if they had the WWE scratch logo. They said they did. Fucking, they lied to me, clearly. It doesn't really matter because this is a fucking badass looking belt. Actually, you know what? This was fucking cheap looking now that I'm looking at it. This is a piece of shit. I can't believe I just spent this fucking much money on this. Well, actually, it's not a piece of shit, but it's not what I fucking ordered. I ordered the WWE version. Who the fuck made this? This isn't the 3D JMR version. What the fuck? This is why you don't order things ever. Just never order anything. Just buy it if you see it at the store. It's not a bad looking version. It's not what I ordered though. I ordered one with the scratch logo on it. It doesn't come with the scratch logo. This looks like it's a custom made version of it, of the WCW belt. The only way that you could possibly say that it's... No, it's not. This is like... It's no way the WWE version that I fucking ordered. For one, this is a fucking fan-made belt. Yeah, so this is retarded. I just realized this now. The wrestlers are upside down. Fucking... That's retarded. The way you can also tell that this is not the WWE version of the Big Gold, and this is clearly somebody's replica version, or attempt at a replica version of the WCW Big Gold, is that these guys are not facing opposite of each other. The WWE version of the Big Gold, they would be, and this is retarded because this has never been on any of the Big Golds. This is supposed to be opposite facing. This is supposed to be opposite facing. So I was just basically screwed out of $140 fucking dollars for this. It's not a piece of shit because it's heavy, and it's definitely still a good looking belt. But I do not understand why I was lied to. Because I'm going to show you, because the photos that I was given of this fucking belt were completely different. So never order something called a Maxon Big Gold because you think that it looks like it's a good price, because you're going to get fucking screwed over. This is, I mean, I'm not screwed over because it's still not a bad looking, I mean, look at it. It's still the Big Gold. Just kind of like, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to keep it anyway because I don't give a fucking shit because I'm poor as fuck. So, yeah, here's me with my fake Big Gold. That was... I just spent all fucking day worrying about this thing, only to find out that they that it's not even like the one I asked for. So yeah, this is just what a great day. What a great day this has just been. Wasting my whole fucking day waiting for this package to arrive, only to find out that it's not even the fucking belt I wanted. Well, I mean, I should have guessed it. I really should have guessed it. Because they didn't even give me clear pictures of what the thing was supposed to look like. So yeah, here it is. It's cool looking. I'll admit that. I've never had a replica, so it's definitely cool looking. But it's not what I fucking asked for. And, you know, I just don't understand why you would lie about it and say it's the WWE version. If anything, more people are looking for the WCW. Actually, maybe it's because the fact that it's so fucking hard to find the WWE version. I thought this would have been. I don't care. It doesn't matter anyway. It's still good looking. I'm still gonna wear it. This annoys me the most. If anything, I could always just honestly, it's like this doesn't even make sense. You could have. I guess I can unscrew it. No, because there's not screws on the back. It's relevered. So this makes no sense. Why this is upside down? Whoever did this was a retard. It's still a... I'm like facing nothing. Sorry, I'm not the best camera guy. This makes no sense why these are upside down. This is going to be the 3D Jamar version of the belt. Oh, I'm such a fucking retard, dude. But it's heavy, dude. It's 5 pounds, so it's definitely, you know, for a 2mm plated belt, it's still good looking. Like, I'm not gonna shit on it completely, because although this kind of annoys me, the way that the text is, because it's very, like, this is the WCW version of the belt. Just with longer side plates that are upside down. What is this guy doing right now? Is he... Oh... Never order from DHL. I'm serious. They will fuck you, and you'll get this. This is. I went on and on about how this is going to be the 3D Jamar version of the belt because they put a curve in it. If I would have to say, this is like a hybrid of the WCW and the WWE version of the Big Gold. You know, it's not a bad looking belt, honestly. It's fucking really heavy. And for 2mm plates, I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna fucking keep it. I mean, honestly, I don't have any choice. I'm not gonna throw more money off at a new belt. This was the cheapest one. I should have... I thought that it was coming on a deal, because it was 119, and then plus shipping, it was like 130. But I wasn't getting a deal. You ever just realize how much of a fucking retard that you are? And you're just like, what the... Oh, this is... whatever, it's still the Big Gold. It's still the Big Gold, that's the thing. Like, even with the reverse side plates, I could be like, well, this is a custom-made belt, man. It's a custom-made belt, you know? And it still looks pretty damn cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it, because I'm a poor piece of shit. And I don't really got... This was because... This was stimulus money that I got. Half of that stimulus money went to weed, because, you know, I'm kind of really... I'm really annoyed that this isn't... I'm really annoyed about this. This is the only thing that annoys me. You can kind of tell with the spacing of that it's a fan-made belt. That doesn't necessarily mean it's poorly made, because it's very heavy. The floral designs are nice. They're very clear, like the actual replica of the 3D Jamar version of the belt. You'll see that it's very clear, and it's almost like a mirror. But this really fucking bothers me that the WWE logo is not up there. I know a lot of people like the WCW version of the Big Gold. I've always preferred it with the WWE logo, because that's what I grew up on. Another problem I would probably point out that would deter you from buying it, besides the fact that the side plates are upside down, which really doesn't take away too much from the belt, because it still looks pretty, and you can barely tell what the fuck those guys are doing anyway. Only thing that I could possibly really complain more about is the thickness of the leather strap. It's very flexible right now holding it, but in terms of the design, I don't ever think that the Big Gold had this much of hold on. If I'm retarded. I'm fucking filming the goddamn mirror. I don't think the Big Gold ever had this, like the top of the leather there. I'm pretty sure that it's just the gold tip of the belt at the end of here. So I don't see. I'm fucking. Oh my god, this is really heavy. Right here. Right here. You see that on the top right there? Yeah, that is fucking. That's. I don't think that's ever been on the Big Gold. It might have been on the WCW version, the one that The Rock held. But it's like, this is clearly not the WCW version of the belt, because the Big Gold, that version of the belt never had these side plates, which are very, if I can get a fucking view of it, never had these types of side plates. Because first of all, they weren't upside down. I'm so fucking stupid. Well, anyway, and also the floral design is a little bit more clear. If you'd actually see on the Big Gold that the floral design for the WCW Big Gold is a lot more, I don't know, more, not detailed, but more nugget textured, or like there's a lot more of it. This is the main thing that deters you from the belt, though, is the font, actually, now that I'm looking at it, because it's not the best looking font. It's... okay, so for a review, because I've never had a championship belt ever, especially one that weighs fucking 5 pounds. Oh my god. It's fucking heavy. I would have to say that for my review, overall experience... I had a horrible shipping process. I mean, it took forever to get here. Was told that it was being shipped from the UK, and it was actually being shipped from Pakistan. I don't know who the fuck at Eddie Sports, which, by the way, is a real place. Eddie Sports, what the fuck is this, you know? I want a real fucking version of it. So, yeah, this is okay. I'm gonna still wear it, because I'm a fucking mark. You know, and it's still pretty looking. Like, honestly, if I didn't have, like, the ingrained, like, look... Why am I looking right into the camera when I'm at a mirror? See, this is the stuff that I understand why people think that I'm such, like, a loser, like, retard. You know, and I'm pulling up my pants now because I'm a fat fucking fuck. Let's see if the belt fits. I want to see if the belt fits. Here's my disgusting house. It's very messy. It's almost as messy as like a hoarder's place. What's going on, dog? Hold on one second. So yeah, I had the belt around my waist for a second. It was hard to even get this thing on because I couldn't do it the reverse way because I'm fat as shit, and doing it from the opposite way, like actually trying to put it on, like, you know, from the front way, is like almost impossible because this fucking thing weighs like 100 pounds. So yeah, let's just look at the belt real quick. Just the last look. The leather, you know, as you see, the belt is curved, which is nice. The 2mm plates really aren't as bad as I thought they were gonna look. They're definitely. Man, this thing, like, you could really beat the shit out of something. Oh, this is gonna bother me for eternity, is the lettering. This is... Let me just get a toy version of the Big Gold that I still have to this day, that I colored on as a kid. Because, alright. We're gonna compare something real quick to the toy version of the Big Gold that I drew on as a kid, which, by the way, I gave it my own custom paint job, yes, to this. So, you see the lettering right? Okay, this is what the lettering is supposed to look like. Here's how the lettering on the replica version looks like. As you can see, it's a clear difference. I don't know if this is because it's the WCW version. I never really looked at the WCW version of the belt very close up, but this is a fan-made belt. mean, this is like, I mean, really, this is, I guess I could be more annoyed, because honestly, it's not a bad looking version of, like, it's still the big gold, you know? It's hard to be angry at it, because it's still pretty. The thing that really annoys me about it is the fucking opposite facing wrestlers. And also this, if you look really close, you can, okay, if I can get a, yeah, right there, the belt is falling off. So never order from the most cheapest thing on the block, even if it's only like 130, you know, just don't do it. Don't do it, because you're not going to get what you're expecting. This has been the tales of a retard who got fucked over. Yeah.